Hey guys, what's up? It's Real. I am so tired right now. So tired right now. All of the muscles hurt. Like all of them. Like uh, all the muscles. So I'm gonna give it a couple seconds for some of you guys to pop in. Uh, Today was interesting. Hey guys, thanks for popping in. I'm gonna wait for like 2 or 3 more people, and I'll start talking about serious shit. There we go. One more. One more person. At the very least, can have an audience of 3. Ah, fuck it. The 2 of you guys can get the information. So I'm back from the rally. Every muscle in my body hurts right now. All the pain. New pain! Record pain! Let's see, what happened? A lot of things happened away from the rally. There was a group of patriots that got attacked by Antifa, maced and hit with sticks and stuff. Some guys got sent to the hospital over that. But while at the rally, man, this was crazy. Like I don't think I've seen that many patriots in like one spot at one time, and it really brought out. I want to say it brought out like the best in the community. Not only was it an extremely diverse group, we had black people, Asian people, Muslim, Hispanic, Mexican people, gay people, trans people, like everybody came out. And the funny thing about it is, while Portland Antifa or Defend PDX, was on the other side screaming at us that we're Nazis and that we're white supremacists, and we hate people of colors and minorities, everybody on the counter-protest side was all white people. All white folks. And I just find that kind of amusing that the side of the most diversity just happened to be the side that they were calling Nazis. The police did an amazing job controlling the crowds and keeping peace. Turns out the chief of police in Portland not only is a black woman, but she comes from Oakland and took the chief of police position in Portland. And I spoke to her for a moment, and I told her, like, your tactics and your planning today did really well, and it kept everyone safe. And while I was telling her, a black woman, the chief of police, who is a minority and a person of color, as I'm telling her, you did an amazing job today. You kept everybody safe. Everything went well. While I'm talking to a black woman who's in a position of status and authority, which most black women don't get, especially in the police force. They don't get that rank of chief. But here she is, fought her way to that position. And while I'm telling her that, some white lady on the other side of the street is screaming at her, saying that she's a Nazi and she's a race traitor. I think hold on. That's right. Oh, yeah. I'm live streaming right now. I mean, I'll just sit over here. Yeah, so while I'm talking to the black chief of police, female, not only that, they're screaming at her that she's a race traitor and a Nazi and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, wow, craziness. But everything went really well, as I've been told by the media. You got everything? Yeah. All right, we'll talk soon. As I'm told by the media, there were definitely arrests. So Antifa started throwing explosives and stuff at the police and rocks, and sticks. And the police wasn't having that shit. So they stormed out and threw the business. And oh man, police went ham on Antifa. It's like, which lighting is better? Okay, fuck it. We'll just do this. So, yeah, so they started throwing explosives at the police. And police turned right back around and threw flash grenades and concussive bombs at ordnance at them, pepper balls and shit. Am I going to Berkeley tomorrow? Probably. I wasn't going. Dude, had they not put me on their right-wing racist extremist watch list, I wouldn't have come. But now that they've put posters around the city of Berkeley about little old me, who does nothing but chime in about black excellence. Like, that's all I really want is like for black people to like come up. Like that's one of my main messages. But they they think that I'm a far right-wing racist extremist. Who the fuck? Who the fuck? Like, how? I mean, if y'all can find anything, go through all my videos, all my Instagram, all my tweets, find me something that I have said where I have explicitly or even vaguely supported Nazism, white supremacy, the Klan, anything like that. Find me something where I said something disparaging about my black people out there in America. You won't. You won't, because that's all I really care about is black people coming up. And that's why it's so ironic to me when I found out the chief of police, fuck no, I'm not a Nazi. You know, that's why I find it so ironic when I found out the chief of police was a black woman. And, we talked, and while I'm talking to her, the other side, white people screaming at her, "You fucking race traitor, Uncle Tom, you coon." And she's like, and she says to me, she's like, "Look, your side is congratulating me. That side screaming at me." I was like, and that's what I saw. That's what I experienced. So for anyone who says that, Portland Antifa or Defend PDX or whatever they want to call themselves, that they're out there trying to protect minorities and protect members of the community, that's bullshit. Bullshit. But I'll say again, as I said earlier today, ironically, a wise man once said, if you tell a lie often enough and loud enough, eventually people will believe it. Adolf Hitler. So, and that's what I experienced. So, and in fact, it upsets me. It saddens me more than anything. It really saddens me that, I guess, the very people that they claim to be out there protecting and fighting for and trying to defend are the very people that they would have no hesitation calling her the N-word to her face. And I wish people would understand that. And I wish a motherfucker would have called her out. The bitch that was screaming at the chief of police. I wish somebody would have called her out on the spot while this white lady was like dressing her down. It don't make no sense to me. The more I think about it, it really gets me heated. And I understand if you don't like the police, that's fine. But you're Hispanic and you agree today's footage was amazing. My footage was scuffed as fuck, man. But I got an iPhone 6, so I mean, I'm not gonna upgrade until like 2 months. Have you ever watched Europa: The Last Battle? It shook me to the core. I have not seen that. But man, and as I said earlier, we've seen the footage, or we've seen the articles that have come out this week, where they told everyone this is going to be a neo-Nazi rally, Klan rally. They would put photos of Klan members in the headings of the articles, saying that today's rally was going to be racist and neo-Nazis, and that everyone was going to be afraid and dangerous, that everyone was coming to hurt people. And the very networks and the very publications that said that everyone who was coming to this rally was there to hurt the citizens of Portland, they had their reporters and their cameramen integrated with us, standing side by side with us. So if we're so bad and we're so dangerous and we're such a threat to the public, why would you put your reporters and your cameramen in harm's way? Does that make sense? They don't believe it. That's the truth is they don't believe it. All those articles were clickbait, and they were made to deceive. They were designed to deceive, and they were designed to people. The lie was designed to get people out there, and to have a confrontation. Jared Holt was even on the right wing side. I don't know who Jared Holt is, but yeah, all this media attention was designed for a confrontation, and they didn't get it. That's the interesting part. They didn't get it. I march with today with white folks, black folk, Asian people, all different type of people and political affiliations. Right Wing Watch on Twitter, yeah. And it was great. It was fun. And we did have fun. We started dancing. We was playing music and shit. It was pretty cool. We did some speeches, and you know, this is. Yeah, I think, you know, because I'm a centrist. You know, I'm a left-leaning liberal centrist. I think if you put these type of events in a different type of context, it works a lot better. So I understand how humans yearn to be connected to things. So we love connections. It's part of being human, and we find things to latch onto. Originally, it was religion. We would latch onto our religions, you know, and a lot of people fought and died over religion. You know, then at some point it became politics. For a long period of time, if you didn't have religion or politics, then you had a football team or you had a baseball team. That was your tribe. And if you got along with your tribe, you know, that you rallied behind something bigger than you. More lately, as people move away from being interested in sports, have you wondered like why all these like sci-fi comic book conventions and type of things, even tech conventions, their numbers are growing exponentially year over year. Even, you know, things like Tough Mudder and Spartan, you know, race, the numbers grow and grow and grow because humans love being connected to things. They love being part of groups and organizations, especially when the entry level is fairly easy. Anybody can buy a ticket, you know, to go to a comic book convention. Anybody can go, you know, buy a ticket to go do Spartan Run, you know, or have, you know, Tough Mudder, you know, those type of things. This is really just another, these political rallies and stuff, it might as well, you could probably consider it in the same echelon and grouping as like a comic book convention. Because there's really a bunch of people get together, we fly out, we dress up, a lot of people come in, you know, LARP, as you say, and they make fun of us. They, Antifa side will make fun. I saw a dude dressed up as a Star Wars like shock trooper and stuff. He had fuck hella body armor and shit. Just had a Boba Fett-ish mask. Spartan Man was there today, like in his Spartan gear. A lot of people, you know, Proud Boys were all armored up with like helmets. So, you know, Oath Keepers were there in their military regalia and stuff. And if it weren't for politics being the unifying theme, it really didn't feel much different than like a gathering of like comic book nerds and stuff. And I think if we looked at it like that a little bit more, I think people would have a greater appreciation of what's happening. But because it's politics and because we're so tribal, you know, there's going to be people who want to buck against it. You know, no different. You know, Cowboys fans hate the Colts. Raiders hate 49er fans. You know, back and forth. And if you put, I swear to God, if you put 100 San Francisco 49er fans and 100 Raider fans in the same park together, there's going to be a fight. Real talk, there's going to be a fight. Worse than any fight that I saw. I didn't see any fights today. But like if you did, you would have the same outcome. You would have the same type of fighting and people with sticks and knives and stuff. Same old shit over a football team. And that's the truth. That I'm not even exaggerating. God honest truth, that would happen. One of my videos got taken down. There was like music in the background, so it's okay. The stream wasn't that good anyway, so I'm not tripping. I had my GoPro on. So this is really no different. This is another form of tribalism. I mean, why do you think that on a Saturday afternoon, thousands of people came out to allegedly protest Nazis and white supremacists? It's just tribalism. And some of them, you know, believe that they were there on a righteous cause. And a lot of their own groups. Check out Trigger Warning Gun Club. They're going to be in Berkeley. Okay. But like a lot of their own groups are like segmented. You know, there were multiple organizations part of like the far left that were like, there were a group of like clowns. They were all dressed up. Yeah, I saw Tim Pool earlier. I'd love to see you on one of his podcasts. Videos coming up. I'm hanging out with Tim Pool later tonight. So I'll bring that up to him if he wants to like do an interview, and we can talk about my experiences, you know, in this this little community and stuff. I think it'd be fun if we did like a Skype in or, you know, a video chat. I'm down for it. I don't know if anybody thinks I'm worth listening to. Part of Rise Up, Refuse Fascism. Dude, Refuse Fascism is such a joke. Here's the real talk about Refuse Fascism. Go to their website right now. Okay, don't go to the website right now. But if you went to their website right now, no less than 10 times on their front page are they're asking for donations. 10 times on the main splash page, they're asking for donations to further their cause. But they don't say what the donations are being used for. They don't say that, oh, we're going to use this money and try to help the community. Oh, we're going to use this money to, help homeless people get off the streets. No, none of that's happening. They're using that money for their own personal gain. They're using their fear-mongering about Trump and white supremacy and all that bullshit so they can make money. She and Andy and should have shown up and ascended. Oh, yeah. No, for Refuse Fascism, all they're doing is making money. Asian Andy? Oh, dude. Asian Andy would have been fun out here. But yeah, Refuse Fascism is a fucking money racket. Can you still have my Discord account? My Discord is... What is my Discord? That's a very good question. I don't know if I know how to... Let's see. Do I know how to... I don't know a lot about the Discord. I'm sorry. Like, my Discord name is like RyogaV #2769. Remember you said if you got shot, you would give your Discord account, but didn't? Oh, well, I didn't get shot, so I ain't giving up my Discord. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, man, police threw the business today, man. They was fucking people up, man. There was like one point on the stream where like once Antifa started getting squirrely and shit, oh, they were just throwing grenades and shit in the crowd. They was fucking people up, yo. But they brought that smoke. They didn't want it. I'm happy I'm okay too. I'm not out of the woods yet. Berkeley's tomorrow. And there's a good chance I might show up. So we are not out of the woods yet. We remember what happened last time. So, but one thing I did today is I came with an open mind. I didn't bring any weapons. I didn't bring any mace. I mean, I had it available, but like I didn't bring anything that I thought would instigate, something. I wore some knee pads, which I'm trying to cut off me right now. I had a pair of scissors somewhere. Here we go. Scissors. I got these on that I duct taped to myself. So I need to find a way to get these off me. But all in all, it was good. It was good. For any of you guys that watch the stream, I'm sorry it was so scuff. Maybe I'll do a fundraiser for a new phone. Get an S9 or something, so that if I do want to start doing this stuff more regularly, like I can actually. Why did you duct tape it? Because the elastic itself. I've had these for like over 10 years, and the elastic isn't very great. And while I do have elastic at home to replace them, I didn't have time to do that, so I decided to duct tape them so they'd be tight to my legs. I don't know if you guys can see. So this is one. There we go. In fact, here, I'm going to show you guys the magic. You guys ready for the magic? All right, so where's a better vantage point? I want to show you guys exactly what I wore today. That's my food. You guys see me okay? Nope, let's turn away. Let me turn this off. Okay. So, I got my Hakama pants, Spider-Man shirt. These have 2 strips of elastic on every side. And underneath these are, oh, I got my, fuck. So underneath these are my 2 side belts. I'm trying to unlatch these. There's one. I'll show it when it comes out. Actually, you know what? Let me just get this out here now. Where's the strap? Where's the strap? Strap. Can't find it. Nope, that's not it. Where's that? There we go. So that's one saddle bag, which battery and something else is in there. Are those what pants? These are Hakamas. That, you know. I have another one here. Just joining. I'm glad you seem to be okay and not arrested. No, I did not get arrested. Police were hella cool, man. Now, I spent the first 20 minutes of the stream talking about the chief of police that I met. I will have to send her an email because I liked her a lot. She's a bad man, Gemma. So it's my other bag, and there's battery stuff. So now I got my Hakama pants. So I've sewn in elastic straps on either side. So we're gonna drop these. Let's get to the pants. And I wanted them so I could have my pockets easily accessible. So then I got these. Let me take my shoes off. So I got my boots on. I'm showing you guys the magic. This is the magic. This is what people do when they go to rallies. Like, you know, they kind of pad up underneath. I also had a rugby shirt on. I had this shirt on earlier. I already took it off. It was like sticking to me. But yeah, so and the funny thing about, like, I bought this shirt over 10 years ago because I thought it would help me do parkour, and I never ended up using it. So, but it was just one of the things I just happened to have in my repertoire of shit. So yeah, I had the rugby shirt. I was underneath. So I got these yeah, these pants, shorts, padding. There we go. Those drop. And then, the coup de grace. What else am I wearing? So, underneath, so, John's butt, athletic protection. No, this isn't a strip show. So I was wise enough to wear a cup just in case, you know, just in case. You never know, you might need it. I don't know if you guys are curious. I'm rocking the Hulks. Rocking the Hulks. That's the Hulk ass on it. Hulk ass. Hulk, okay, you guys don't want to see that shit. Let's see. Let's put on some pants. Y'all see the Hulk ass? Okay. Whew. And I feel better now. That sucks they deleted one of my videos. I wonder which one it was. It's probably got to be for a music strike. Because I definitely didn't film anything extreme. I didn't film any fights or anything stupid like that. But then again, I knew like being next to music in the background would probably get me a music copyright strike. Usually they don't delete videos for that. And and if they did, they did. Maybe I'll be smarter in the future. Oh, okay. But the Hulk from the... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spider-Man from the waist up, Hulk from the waist down. There's more truth to that than you know. It's definitely Hulk from the waist down, I'll tell you that much. Holla at your boy. I mean, if you're a female. I'm not saying that I'm green from the waist down, but it's definitely incredible. Bam! It's definitely incredible from the waist down. Where's my gun? Oh, my gun's over there. Oh, man. So, I'll show you something. I don't think I'll ever bring this to like a rally or anything because I don't need it. It's a mace pepper spray gun. I'll give you a look at what it looks like. Inside is a cartridge of mace pepper spray. It goes inside like this, and you close it. It's got a safety like a real gun. Got an LED on it so you can light your target. Or you can hit them with the flash. Let them know you mean business. Pow, 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 pow. But you'll never see me with this in public. It's really nice though. You know, it's just enough to, it's got a nice, feel to it. Feels like a Glock 9. Comfortable in your hand, easy to hold. My sense of humor plateaued at 11. But no, this feels really comfortable in the hand. If I did have it out and need it, but I don't bring weapons to these rallies. I don't bring a lot of self-defense shit. Yeah. Well, and then the other thing is like, I believe you meet force with force. And I've always said, if it's one-on-one, use your hands. If it's two-on-one, use your hands and bring the savage. 3-on-1, grab a stick, and 4 and up, everything goes. Whatever it takes to defend yourself. If you got to bite motherfucker's ear off. If you get jumped by more than 4 people, everything you do is on a level. So, I have no sympathy for people. No, there wasn't violence at today's event. But yeah, I got no sympathy for people who jump folks and then cry, excessive force. If you jump me, I'm fucking you up. I'm finding one guy and I'm gouging your eyes out. That's just me. If I get jumped by more than like 3 people, then if it's 4 and up, you know, I'm not going to the hospital for you. Homemade power armor. Oh man, that would be so awesome. Well, you know, these rallies started out with, you know, people just wearing shoulder pads and, you know, helmets and stuff. Now people are coming up in like big ass armor and shit. Like this dude had a full on like, what do you call it? Bomb disposal. You know, a big ass bomb disposal like segmented chest plate. I think I know that channel, Superhero Armory. It's really good. Hampton Brandon just went live, by the way. I shouldn't have told you guys that. I don't want people to leave my stream. You are the problem. I'm the problem? How so? I'm not sure what you clicked on. You sound like an educated and C-man. Liberal anti-fi look fail and mostly 5 foot tall. Patriotic people look like fit. Oh yeah. Sounds like the Juggernaut armor. Oh yeah, no, it did look like that. There's photos of him on Twitter and stuff. He did have some. He had some big ass like armor and shit. He's a really nice guy too. Like I talked to the guy. He's a nice dude. But I'm saying, and this goes back to what I was saying, like, you know, 15, 20 minutes ago, where like this is more like, these are turning into more like comic book conventions and shit. Then less about political rallies and more about like, yo, these are like like-minded people who, some of them are conservative, some of them support Trump, some of them just want to hang out with the boys and be on, and some of them just want to protest against Antifa. You know, like, wherever you stand, like, being anti, there's some cosplayers and LARPers out there, but I'm not gonna hate on those people for cosplaying and LARPing. You know, we're seeing a blend of politics and nerdism in these rallies, and it's only going to increase. Dude, maybe not today, but someone down the line, I might do Berkeley tomorrow, but somewhere down the line, someone's going to find a way to like blend the two perfectly, where they're going to be like, all right, we're doing a Patriot Pokemon rally or something, you know, where they just blend the two and people just dress up in cosplay and, you know, have political themes to it. Fucking Pikachu cosplay in like a fucking MAGA hat or something. I don't know, but like I do see a room for it. And, you know, there are people out there that, you know, we know Trump supporters and conservatives and people who are into MAGA, like, are into all sorts of, like, shit. So there's no reason why you can't, like, merge the two together. I'd like to see it. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, what is more nerdier than that? Who would have thought that would have worked out? I don't know, man. Okay, so I'm kind of running out of shit to say. You guys can ask me questions if you want. So later tonight, I'm gonna probably sleep for like an hour, or just get food in me and like shower and like recover. I think I'm gonna hang out with Tim Pool later. My commentary was great. Greetings, friendly Tennessee, conservative Marvel fanboy. All right. Just bring your paintball gun. Civil War where half the crowd is wearing Captain America gear. Oh, fucking yes. Oh, dude. Like legit Civil War. Civil War reenactors. Team Iron Man. Dude, Civil War was like one of the greatest comic book events ever. A versus X. That was all right. No. Nobody's armoring up for soy boys. People are armoring up because these guys bring knives. It's mind control. Yeah. No, these people will bring knives and sticks. They bring explosives. They bring tear gas. They bring bear spray. So that's what these guys are armoring up for. You know, and I'll say this: if it were inconceivable that I'm definitely not going to DC, no. But if it were inconceivable, like if there hadn't been prior incidents where people got beat up really bad, like we saw in Berkeley last year, where just horrible shit was happening, then I'd understand. That was like, okay, this is all like hyperbolic, like LARPing shit. But like, no, people really do get hurt. People got jumped today outside of the rally. Some Proud Boys and shit were like walking in, and they got beat up and had to go to the hospital. They got jumped by like 20 people. They held their own, but like shit happens. Oh, dude, I know the psychology of the WWE. Dude, everything I look at is through the lens of WWE. Do I know what was done in the 19th? Absolutely. No, I know about how, how the brown shirts and, Adolf Hitler came to power. I know it was against like workers' unions and stuff, and it was just really the small factions fighting other small factions until like one side, got a one up. Wish it didn't have to be that way. Oh my God, I'm so tired. So tired. My muscles are not working. My muscles are like, fuck you, Ryoga. Portland education system has failed you. Oh, dude, speaking of the Portland education system, so I got into a conversation with a guy today, who, some white guy, and he was arguing with another dude who was pro school vouchers. And he was saying like, no, there shouldn't be school vouchers. In fact, there shouldn't be private schools at all. And this is the lefty who was like arguing on behalf of this side. And so we're talking to the guy, and he's like, no, we shouldn't give money to private schools, or we shouldn't make school vouchers. In fact, there shouldn't be private schools because the government should be responsible for educating your children. They already, say you have to go to school, so it's it's the government, and you shouldn't be able to like take your kid out of school and just send them somewhere else, because that's what rich people do, and all it's going to do is like hurt the schools that poor people go to. And the argument we're saying, like, well, the school system is failing people right now in every possible way. Like, I'm glad I'm out of school now, and I got out when I did. But I don't think anybody with a straight face can say that the public school system here in the United States is educating our children to the best of their ability. Because we know in the 1930s, a 10th grade education was equivalent to a 4-year degree. As they say, and people were much smarter back then. But as the government and states build curriculums for public school, they're always aiming towards the lowest common denominator. They'll teach you just enough to read, just enough to know your arithmetic, and just enough so that you are not just brick stupid when you get out of high school, even though people still get out of high school and they just brick stupid. And so the argument is, you guys know what new math is? Just the dumbass math that they're teaching now in the public school system. Like, it's dumb shit. But the point is, clearly, like, we keep failing at education. millions and millions of dollars go into the public education system, and it's spitting out dumbass motherfuckers, Common Core math bullshit. So then it's like, well, what does a child need to be prepared for the future? And we're saying, like, a lot of these private schools and charter schools will teach light engineering, to 5 to like 10-year-olds. We'll teach them about coding, because that's where the future's at, right? Now, back in the 1930s, what did you learn in school? They taught you shit, how to work a hammer, how to build a birdhouse. They teach you how to work machinery. That's what they did back then, because all the jobs were in manufacturing. The jobs were so when you because we didn't travel a lot back then, so the school would teach you things so that when you left school, you were ready to go to the factory. You were ready to work the fields, work the farm with your family who probably owned the field, or at least work retail, or whatever it was. They prepared you for the environment that you were in. So if the environment right now, if you want to be successful, is to learn engineering, coding at an early age, then the public school's not doing that, but there's a lot of private schools that are, and they're quite successful. Like, we know over the next 30 years, no matter who you are, what background you're in, or wherever impoverished area you come from, you need to know how to work a computer. And I'm not just talking about getting on there and type it in www.whatever.com and learn how to like surf and use Twitter. You need to understand the ins and outs of the operating system, of applications, the methodology behind it, the structure of an application, so that someday you can go, just enough to carry debt, that's for damn sure. So someday you can get out there and, at least compete in that market. Don't laugh at me. I'm eating a lot of watermelon. Do not laugh at me. Well, so if we know your public school system isn't going to teach and educate your child to the best of their ability, and they're willing to give, why do people, there's a reason why rich people send their kids to private school. Because they don't, because public school is not teaching them to the best of their ability. And this person was like, no, there shouldn't be private schools. I'm like, so people shouldn't have a leg up? People shouldn't get the education that they want? It's like, well, they're just getting, they're getting a better education because they're paying for it. And if they didn't do it, if they put their money into the public school system, it would be better. No, because the issue isn't the money. It really isn't. The issue is the curriculum, and the state, schedules the curriculum. So and I think if you want to give your kid like the best opportunity to be, the best they can be, then you need an option on where you're going to put them 8 hours a day. The state level education system used to compete with each other. Yeah. Now there's some areas where you'll get a fine education, but if you're in one of those places that ain't working out, then go. You should have a choice. I'm not promoting private education. I'm just saying people should have the choice. And the person I was talking to today was like, no, people shouldn't have a choice where they send their kids. You should only go to the school within your region or your geography. Yeah. But hey, what do I know? I'm out of school, so I don't give a shit. What I do know is every year that we keep sliding further and further behind on, where our kids stand globally. Ask yourself, like, why Korean kids you know, their graduation rate is like in the 99.999%. High school graduation rates, are like in the 70% range. There's something to it. There's something going on, and there's something, Ben Shapiro would say that it's cultural, that minority students don't care about school, and therefore, because they don't have parents that force them to go to school, it's a cultural thing. Peer pressure and other shit. Rather be running that street. I don't know. But I know that people should have a choice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Every time a minority shows up in a bad statistic, it's called racism. But tell me. You tell me why black children aren't graduating from high school. Across the board. Not just in small regions, all across the board in the United States. Tell me why black kids aren't graduating from high school. Because you can't blame that on the white man. Not in every county, not in every city, not in every state. You can't do that. It has to be more. It has to be so much more than that. Money's not the issue. Absolutely, it's a cultural thing. Didn't know how to break the locked door until I was 17. The minorities I met knew how to break into shit when they were like 10 or 12. Oh, yeah. They have no discipline, that's true. And that's cultural. That's absolutely cultural. It also doesn't help that kids are having kids. If you're 14, 15, 16 years old and you get pregnant as soon as you come to maturity, next thing you know, you got a kid out, and you're 17, changing diapers and shit. Fathers don't stick around. That's another thing. What do you say they graduated if they're the only black in town? That's true. I've seen that one. Oh, I feel so much better. All right, so I'm going to end the stream in a moment. Eugenics is deeply ingrained in the indoctrination of our youth. Absolutely, I agree with that. So I'm going to end the stream in a bit. I'm going to CX in the chat. CX. SEEEX. CX. Yeah, CX in the chat. 10 toes down. TDD. Oh, I used to spend time on the reservation when I lived in Lawton, Oklahoma. Yeah, I've met Native Americans. I've been on the Indian land. That motherfucker's just drunk. That motherfucker though. all the natives I met, always drinking. The systems ain't built for that alcohol. See, Europeans were like fermenting shit way long ago. Also, you know what? I may or may not be wrong. I don't know. I just have a theory. But I'm going to have to do with the climates where they were at. Well, yeah. Well, Europeans did invent liquor and alcohol and shit. But I don't know if there was enough in the plains back then, in a colonial, like Indian time and stuff. I don't know if they had a lot of fruit, or if they even dabbled. Like, well, they were doing all sorts of like medicine, but the Native Americans were a very tight knit, cultural community. And like everything they did was all about benefiting each other. You know, there's some of the earliest forms of medicine, comes from like, well, Africa, but like, I think the earliest forms of like advanced-ish medicine, kind of comes from like Native American communities, prior to the white man showing up. They had a cure for everything before the white man showed up, except for smallpox, pox, and polio. They didn't have no cure for that. Wiped these motherfuckers out hella quick. But yeah, they're just, white folks have been drinking for generations upon generations, and when Indian Native Americans just didn't drink very much. They didn't ferment shit over here very much. Or if they did, it was attached to like ceremony, or attached to some sort of like community or cultural thing. I don't know a lot about Native American communities, but yeah. Oh yeah, the Portland rally. That's pretty peaceful. It's very peaceful. Police put the fucking business down on Antifa though. I don't know, there's a part they were like shooting grenades off into the crowds and shit. That's crazy. Oklahoma's tribal land, a bit different than the true reservations out west, but still troubled government amongst them. Yeah, that's true. The police must have got a call from the higher-ups. Well, so I don't know how long you've been here, Chris. I was talking to the chief of police, who's a black woman in downtown Portland, and they had their shit together. She wasn't taking no mess. And everybody was on point. Like everyone knew what to do. It was great. And everybody's safe. So all is well. Yeah, it's over. I'll say this again, Chris. I said this when I started the stream, and I'll end my stream after I say this. Everyone said that this was going to be a repeat of Charlottesville. Every news organization that covered this piece put until it's either a tagline or somewhere in the article made mentions of Charlottesville. Southern Poverty Law Center was the first one to do it. They said this is going to be a Charlottesville 2.0. Washington Post said this is,